Bears have undeniable intelligence. We've seen circus bears balance on balls, ride vehicles or roller skates, and play sports and musical instruments. But with all that being said, bears are still intimidating with its size and strength, and are one of the most vicious animals on Earth. That's why it's so unbelievable how they interact with humans and other animals. Here's some of the most unbelievable attacks and interactions of bears caught on camera. Grizzly bear versus polar bear. Ever wonder what a clash between the two famous subspecies of bear looks like? Well, there's a grizzly and polar bear trying to shoo each other for a fishing spot. The polar bear is a mother bear and is trying to find food for her cubs, but as they get closer, they both grow more aggressive to each other. The male grizzly finally grabbed a salmon, but let it go for the polar bear. Despite what seems to be a negotiation coming from the grizzly, mother bear still doesn't befriend him. She wouldn't even eat the scraps left by the big grizzly and managed to charge at it. The big bear couldn't take the offense anymore, and so, moments later, he leaves for another spot. Meh, let her have it.
Builds up the nerve to storm his position.
Bear breaking in. Did Grizzly just flung the door open? This CCTV footage captured the grizzly flung open the door of what looks like a family's living room. He even rested his paw on the broken door before making its appearance. A few steps in and he must have thought that the house doesn't have a bathtub or a pool, so he left. Speaking of pools, bears love breaking into fences and bathing in pools. Catch them later in the video. Hold on. Hold on. Another bear break-in. These bears were just caught breaking into an empty car. Each of them is opening a door, and the bear just stole a bag of chips? Just what is it with bears and breaking in? The owner finds out that his car doors were open and thought that he must have been mugged. He would later find out that the bears just wanted the chips. Trivia. Did you know that zookeepers and animal trainers consider bears to be smarter than dogs? Bears dancing on trees. After some time catching prey, these bears were caught having a good time dancing on trees. It's scratching from head to toe, and they got nice moves. Look at them groove. And this one is having a good time on a pole too. What a day it is for them. But a little fun fact, according to scientists, they rub their backs on trees or poles because they're actually trying to communicate with each other. Maybe they were talking about their delicious catch earlier. Bear versus man. The man was minding his own business, biking in a forest, and just as he was about to stop and catch his breath, he looked upon his right only to see a majestic bear coming up to him. He immediately runs his bike in a different path and falls on it. Look, he immediately calls his cousin to inform him and leave. And when they met, they saw not just one bear, but a family. Fortunately, the family of bears left them alone, and this video alone made me feel anxious. Bears bathing. Phew, did that make you anxious? To 10 things up, let's watch these cute videos of bears bathing. Here's Mama Bear enjoying the pool with her cute little cubs. These furry friends jumped over the fence to have fun in the pool. Why do they always break in? Here's another grizzly having the time of his life diving into a pool. Take a look as he comes back for another round of diving. You can tell how Grizz enjoys it by running to the ladder so fast. Bears interacting with human. This guy was relaxing by a cliff, taking a breath of fresh air when a grizzly came to sit next to him and enjoy the view. Or he was probably looking for prey. The bear left quickly, leaving the guy dismayed. It must have been scared of the guy. Here's another unbelievable interaction. Have you ever seen a bear wave its paw? Well, this bear, kept in a park, surely knows the way to the tourists' hearts after learning that waving back will reward him with food. This must have been a memorable day for the kids.
Yay! I always miss it!
Bear versus bear. Ever had a fight with your siblings? Take a look at these ferocious brown bears fighting against each other. You see, first it's prepping for the attack, and then it charges the other to the ground. Wow, their growls, they're so mighty. According to studies, bears do not fight each other unless it's absolutely necessary, so this fight must have been about territory or prey. In the next clip, we'll see a mother bear protect her cub from the enemy. She swings at the other bear, trying to get near them. If you look closely, the cub is trying to imitate what mama bear does. This is one way for them to learn survival skills. Did you know that there are only about 200,000 bears left in the world? Yeah, and more than 120,000 are living in Russia. Bear attacking wild pigs and boars. Buckle up for the live-action version of Winnie the Pooh where he attacks Piglet. This hungry and vicious bear runs fast to catch the piglets to satisfy itself. Embrace yourself because the squealing piglet sounds might disturb you. Just kidding, this bear didn't actually eat the living hell out of the piglet. Some say the bear did well with his acting skills, because this was in fact a part of a long-term study about invasive wild pigs. This next vid isn't scary at all, it's just a bear trying to get a sniff of the wild boar in front of him when the boar runs for its... The bear must have been confused for how big that boar was. What's more unbelievable in this clip is the boar, the bear, and the fox all in one small area. Bear versus wolf. The encounter of 4 bears making a meal out of a wolf was taken from a Dutch zoo. The poor wolf was being mauled by 4 giant bears while her pack was trying to handle the situation, but they were far too outnumbered. They're trying to scare them off, but the bears are too tough knowing that the wolves are outnumbered. Now, nothing can stop them from feasting over the wolf. They got too close to them. The zookeepers were shocked by what was happening, and they even said the wolves had lived in peace alongside the bears for years. It must have been why the wolves were close to begin with. Hungry bear versus man. Warning, contains graphic content. We just made it to the last entry, and here we have a hungry bear versus a man. For a long time, humans have been keeping bears in captivity as a tourist attraction, but sometimes forget the responsibility of feeding them according to their diet. This incident happened in Thailand after the man in the video provoked the bear. By lowering a bowl of rice on a rope, the bear pulled the rope and the man into its enclosure, mauling and dragging it like a bounty prey. Luckily, the man survived the attack. And that's it for this video. Share us your thoughts upon watching unbelievable bears enter and attack. Did it scare you, or did you find them cute? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more wild videos like this one. Share this to your friends and family. Have a good one.